Hey everybody, my name is Brandon Scott and welcome to the Fandom Pastor, which can be found on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, or podcast. The Fandom Pastor is for all of us who love our fandoms and our faith. Fandoms are anything that somebody has a deep love for. Harry Potter, Broadway musicals, cult films, to name just a few. Join the Fandom Pastor as we see how God is connected to it all. And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
Hey all, this is Pastor Brandon with our next episode of the Fandom Pastor. Hopefully you had a great Ramadan, Passover, Easter, whatever you celebrate, which all overlapped this last weekend. We continue with our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. The clue from last time was this character was originally a wrestler in a circus. In fact, it was in the sideshow. The character, if you don't know, was Waylon Jones, better known as Killer Croc. The character made cameo appearances in Detective Comics 523 in February of '83, and Batman 357 in March of '83, and then his first full appearance was in Detective Comics 524 from March of 1983. So Killer Croc is an interesting one because he has this outward appearance that some find off-putting. And what's interesting is people see him as a monster. So in essence, he became a monster. Yet one issue I have is Batman 471. It's called Requiem for a Killer, and it's the story of Killer Croc, who is living in the sewers, and he comes in contact with this group of homeless people who are struggling to get by. And he becomes almost a champion of these people, of making sure that they're protected, making sure that even though he shouldn't, he does steal to help protect them and make sure they have enough food and all the things that they need. And so it reminds me of 1 Samuel 16:7. For the Lord sees not as man sees. Man looks on the outward appearance, but the Lord looks on the heart. You see, to me, God tells us to look at the heart of people and not to the outside. And that's what has happened to Killer Croc is, again, people see him as a monster, so he becomes a monster. I honestly feel like if he didn't have this skin condition that gave him the croc like skin, the hardened skin, we wouldn't have had him as a villain. Really, he was made a villain by society, by people looking at him and seeing a monster rather than looking at the heart of him. And you wonder, are there people in our lives that we're doing the same thing to? Their outward appearance or their outward actions may seem off-putting, or we feel like, well, this person seems like a negative person. This person seems like a very a person that doesn't like people. Or maybe we see somebody who is struggling, and we say, oh well, this is just a quote unquote homeless person, or somebody who lives on the street, and therefore they deserve whatever they get. And as Christians, as followers of Christ, we can't think that way. We have to truly aim to see the heart of the people, the people that are around us, that God has put us in contact with. So as you go out, do you see the person that God sees on the inside, or do you simply make a quick judgment, a quick decision about the person, and only looking at the outside? And if so, what do you need to change? What do you need to fix to get that change made in your lives and even around the other people around you that look to you maybe to see your actions? So think about looking to the heart of people and not to the outside. So, next time we continue our series on the Rogue Gallery, the bad guys of the Batman comic series. This character is one of Batman's most intelligent villains and is one of the few to have deduced Batman's secret identity. And they've actually went so far as to try to become Batman. Thanks, God bless, and see you next time.